what a beautiful night it is!
Yeah, the river is beautiful right now.
You know what this reminds me of? The Congo River! I brought some light reading.
Why do you like Heart of Darkness? It's racist and completely makes excuses for the imperialists in the Congo.
I think it's the complete opposite and very well written. Whoa. Let's have the discussion inside where it isn't pouring. Okay, let's go. I can't see. Oh my God. Help.
Well, now that we're inside, I think that many Europeans of the imperial time believe that people not of their own race were inferior or uncivilized, but Marlowe, the main character, simply observed the natives.
Yeah, I agree. Like on page 38, when he says, "It takes a man all his inborn strength to fight hunger properly. It's really easier to face bereavement, dishonor, and the perdition of one's soul than this kind of prolonged hunger. Sad but true. And these chaps, too, had no earthly reason for any kind of scruple. Restraint. I would just as soon have expected restraint from a hyena prowling amongst the corpses of a battlefield." And this line only goes to show that the natives were only doing what they could to survive, just as any human being would.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Sophia's point, because in another line on page 16, Conrad also says, well, if a lot of mysterious Africans armed with all kinds of fearful weapons suddenly took to traveling on the road between Deal and Gravesend, catching the yokels right and left to carry heavy loads for them, I fancy every farm and cottage thereabouts would get empty very soon. In this line, he basically says that the roles of the Europeans and Africans were switched during the imperial times. The outcome would still be the same because everyone still has savageness deep within them.
Yeah, but in his letter, Kurt says, "Kill all the brutes," which is such forceful and harsh words, which shows the savagery of a person. And Marlowe idolized Kurt, so wouldn't that make Marlowe racist as well?
I don't think Marlowe idolized Kurt once he met him. He found both his and Kurt's savage heart of darkness and realized that their actions in the Congo were evil towards the Africans, showing that he knew Kurt's racism was wrong.
Yeah, Kurtz's heart of darkness is revealed in the Congo, and his racist ideals are shown as evil because of Marlowe's consciousness of the evils in the Congo. By escaping Kurtz's cruel principles, Marlowe shows that the overall message of the book is against racism and imperialism.
I mean, I see what Lucy's saying, and Kurtz does have an evil demeanor. But in the passage I read earlier, Marlowe uses the phrase hyenas prowling to describe the cannibals, which is so primitive and animalistic. And such a demeaning term completely demoralizes the natives, so maybe it does show racism.
Exactly. And on page 33, he says, "He was an improved specimen. He could fire up a vertical boulder. He was there below me, and upon my word, to look at him was as edifying as seeing a dog in a parody of breeches and a feather hat walking on his hind legs." In this, Conrad again compares the natives to an animal, which completely dehumanizes them. He also says that it's a parody for the natives to do a white man's work, which shows that he believes in the separation of the two races.
Yeah, but overall, Conrad shares his idea of the natives on page 32, where he says, "No, they were not inhuman. Well, that was the worst of it, the suspicion of their not being inhuman." This clarifies to the reader that Conrad is basically saying that racism is caused by the idea that people dehumanize others just for being different.
Yeah, I agree with Cassie. Conrad does clearly state that the natives were human, which doesn't seem racist to me at all.
You guys are completely dismissing the fact that Kurtz compares the natives to savages, which is completely inhuman and demoralizing.
Yeah, but Marlowe's views on the civility of the Africans changes throughout the book. Although his first impressions are that they're the only ones that are uncivilized, he learns through Kurtz's actions and the actions of the European imperialists that the white men are just as savage as the natives.
Exactly. Going off of what Lucy said, Conrad shows that behind the illusion of civility in white men in Europe, they have a true heart of darkness inside all of them. And the Congo just simply points this out.
Right. I actually agree with you guys. Kurtz goes completely mad in the Congo. Shrunken heads on sticks. Killing, beheading, and putting corpses on stakes is definitely more uncivil than wearing loincloths like the Africans did. Kurtz can even be described as the most savage one in the novella, so I don't think the book is meant to be racist at all.
Yeah, I agree that Kurtz is uncivil, but Conrad depicts only Kurtz in that negative light, which rather than the entirety of Europeans, using only Kurtz is really immoral.
Yeah, but you guys are forgetting that Kurtz isn't the only one. What about Fresleven? In the beginning, he's described as the gentlest, quietest creature that ever walked on 2 legs. But then he ends up dying while he's attacking a native on a stick. Like, that just seems like such a change of personality.
Right, and Conrad also repeatedly describes the pilgrims on the steamboat as being less civilized than the natives. Like, on page 32, when he says, he must be at least as much of a man as these on the shore. He must meet that truth with his own true stuff, with his own inborn strength. Principles won't do. Acquisition, clothes, pretty rags that would fly off at the first good shake. This shows that the white men were just the same as natives in the Congo, and the written law in Europe was the only reason they believed they were civilized.
Yeah, actually, all these white imperialists turning uncivil in the Congo makes me realize that I think the Congo just brings out the evil in everyone, and the white imperialists in the Congo just try to cover up their uncivility through their acquisitions, clothes, and petty rags.
Okay, so I think I see it now. So the Africans aren't portrayed in a racist way because the Congo brings out the evil in everyone. So the inhumanity shown through Kurtz and everyone just also shows that everyone is equally as evil.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone has a heart of darkness. This book is not an easy read, so I'm really glad that we got rid of the confusion.
Yeah, me too. And after all this Heart of Darkness, I think I'm ready for the AP Lit exam on Wednesday.
Oh yeah!